Cornton Vale prison near Stirling houses all of Scotland's 400 women inmates, ranging from first offenders and prostitutes to murderers and drug dealers.
I got caught. That was it. 10-year sentence, I couldn't believe it.
Shut the fuck up!
Just because they're behind bars, though, doesn't mean the women are prepared to change their ways.
My main priority is drugs, you know.
To me, it smells of a plan to bring drugs in. These girls are very, very fast and very, very quick. It's in, down and away.
They fucking never seen nothing, not a thing.
Wow, just make everything wow.
With many of the women dealing with traumatic pasts and addictions, it's a huge task for the prison to deal with their behaviour. Girls Behind Bars follows the lives of several of the women, showing the highs
I'm on top of the world.
I'm up through this,
and the lows of prison life,
So I just want to die. See you later, right? I will.
as well as the release stories as they head back into their communities.
I'm a bit lost. Stand here a bit lost. I don't know what to do.
Cornton Vale houses the prisoners in various units, with progression to the most modern block only after you've proved yourself in the most basic sections of the jail.
So right in here I've got my board, I get to see my board. Doesn't really bore me, being in the jail or not being in the jail.
Prisoners who are waiting for trial are held in the remand block. They're more privileged and get more freedom than the mainstream population.
Right, give me a kiss for me, right, a cuddle, and I'll follow you tomorrow.
Staff are not surprised to see a regular inmate return. 34-year-old Teresa has been in and out of Cornton Vale since she was 16 and is a well-known heroin addict.
There's a very few lasses getting this block, but they'll give me a shout straight away as soon as they get a bit, obviously, because I'm good with everybody, man. I'll give anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not greedy with my drugs, so I expect it back, of course, you know what I mean? And I do get it back when the lasses get it.
For the prison, stopping the endless attempts by inmates to get drugs in is a constant battle.
The drugs come in various ways. This jail is very, very open, so the majority of drugs come in over the fence. And we're not talking small amounts, we're talking large amounts. It's picked up by a gardener, by a passwoman, and it's distributed around the jail. No matter what we do, stop them bringing drugs in, they will always find a way to bring them in. And I've never known a place like it, because it's so open. The drugs are everywhere.
I usually just get them to throw it over the fence and that. And then it means I'm getting a lot more in, I'll get an ounce in a day or whatever. But I'm trying not to go down that road, you know.
An alternative method to get drugs in is to try to get a pass at a visit. But this carries far greater risk. Visitors face random searches on the way in, and all visits are carefully monitored by staff who know every trick in the book.
Everyone's got their own technique. Some people use their mouths, some people use their hands, some people it'll be a little brush past them. I've seen that many ways of passing drugs in a visit, you wouldn't believe it, honest to God.
Teresa has been suffering from withdrawals for 2 days, so she's prepared to risk getting caught having a heroin handover during visits.
I'll be angry if there's nothing there for me, but I'm not expecting a parcel today. But I'm automatically putting suspicion for it, innit? Because of my previous sentences.
Teresa is currently awaiting High Court trial after getting caught with drugs in Cornton Vale during her last sentence, and the consequences of getting caught during today's visit are massive. Across in the care unit, there's an emergency. One of the women is unconscious. 19-year-old Zoe has tied a piece of plastic round her neck.
Same. Open your eyes. Stick out your tongue.
The staff are in time to save her life.
You get anything else back?
Right, no problem, so what?
Listen to me. Have you got anything else back?
Right, no fucking got it, no.
So it isn't that bad then?
It is.
It's never that bad. Come on, we've had this discussion before.
Only takes 2.5 minutes to die. So we'll do it. We'll just wait until he's do the check and then we'll do it.
Okay. Alright.
Zoe is determined to end her life, often tying ligatures around her neck 3 or 4 times a day.
She has been a prolific self-harmer for a while, but the past maybe 2 or 3 remands, her ligature usage has been off the chart. It's been really, really bad. For about 2 remands, I'd probably say I've been involved in about 15, 16 times with Zoe having a ligature in her neck. So she's not playing at it.
Keep the covers below the neck. Thank you.
With many of the women determined to find ways of killing themselves, the staff are constantly on alert to try and save them. Zoe has suffered from years of sexual abuse and is reluctant to open up about it.
See this? It's not a life and it's not an answer. And you're not getting anywhere with it. See if somebody's committed a crime against you. They need to be dealt with. Instead of you sat here for petty wee offences because you can't get your head down in your bevian. You're giving yourself a life sentence. And just remember, these people are invincible. They always get caught out in the end. But we'll do what we can do for you, right? But you need to take responsibility.
I won't. I'll be open. I won't come up in that and tell them.
You need to, because see if you don't, it's just going to eat you up, Zoe. You can't keep it going. I don't want to be the one to pick up the phone to your mum and dad and say Zoe's committed suicide, because that's what'll happen. Aye? Listen, just hang in there. We'll do what we can, right, but you need to hang in there. Never go to bed on an argument. Good night. Because Zoe's so intent on killing herself, there'll be our officer at her door 24/7 basically, until we can get her some help. Until she gets it in her head that she's going to take something forward and get some closure, then we're going to be having this for the rest of her sentence and our next remand, because she will be back, unfortunately.
Someone is caught during evening visits getting a pass. Luckily for Teresa, it wasn't her.
I got something, I got my parcel.
Sorry?
I got my parcel, so I did. A wee bird got caught in the visit room getting hers, so I think that took the distraction away, because they were actually quite on top of me in the day. So that'll do me, because I've got a parcel coming in on Saturday, but the one that's coming in on Saturday's an ounce, mouse a kit, a bit of crack when you go. So I'll have my good parcel on Saturday, and then every Saturday after that, and I'll get a parcel every Saturday after that, so it means I'll not need to do anything in the visiting rooms again, thank fuck.
Unfortunately, the majority of women who come into Cornton Vale will be drug users, and they will generally be using illicit drugs, and that will not stop just because they come into prison. There's a myth that prisons should do enough to stop drugs coming into prison, and that is just not possible to do. As long as there are drugs in society, there will be drugs in prison. That's not to say we take that lightly, we do what we can to stop it. However, the fact is, almost all of the women who come in here will be addicted to something. They will do anything they can to get hold of those drugs because they need them.
96% of women in Cornton Vale have used heroin.
Go and shut the officer until she needs a nurse.
Many suffer painful withdrawals on arrival.
When I come in here, I had a big crack a bit and a smack a bit, so I was on both. We all go through that when we come in. It's what happens to you when you come in the jail. I suppose that's your punishment, isn't it? Coming here and rattling.
If we're on drugs, we tend to be chaotic in our lifestyle and our decision making.
The prison offers drug awareness and addiction courses for the women that want to try and change. Lisa has signed up. Because Lisa is showing signs that she wants to deal with her addiction, she's been upgraded to the most privileged part of the prison.
It's just like the Travel Lodge. It's not like a jail at all. I'm going to try and stay on here for the rest of my sentence.
This is Lisa's first visit to a Scottish prison.
Well, I was down at Aberdeen. I was working as a prostitute at the time, down at the harbour, and I just ended up selling a bit of drugs and that. I wasn't really a big drug dealer. I'd more rob punters, rob the money. That's mainly what I go to jail for. Just say I'm going to do business with him, take the trousers down and take the wallet. I do it all the time. I've took cars, I've took everything off punters. That's what I've been doing since I was 18. But I'm trying not to do it no more. Because a few of my friends have been killed from it. So I'm trying to keep away from it.
Lisa believes she went off the rails when she was 11, after her dad committed suicide.
I really miss my dad. If my dad was here, I wouldn't be in the jail. But because he died, he basically cracked me up because I was daddy's girl and I knew he was going to do it. He told me he was going to do it. I went through a lot with my dad. So I really miss him, I do. Being a heroin addict's just no life at all. Been raped and everything through prostitution, and that's all through drugs. If I wasn't on them drugs, I wouldn't have done that kind of thing. So that's what they do to you.
Zoe is on 24-hour suicide watch.
Because I just want to die. See when I cut myself, that's just a relief. But when I tie something in my neck, that's just when I want to die. It's just because what I'm going through.
The first thing I do is just look and see her face, because usually you can tell by the degree of blue to purple how kind of close a call it is. Because sometimes if the scissors aren't going to come in time, you kind of contemplate having to rip it off.
You ever had to do that?
Aye, God aye. Or buy time until the scissors get there, we kind of try to release a bit of pressure to get a bit of blood back into the person's brain.
I was hoping that I would just tie it in my neck and that would be it. But because the staff find me and cut it off my neck, I just get aggressive and angry. It's just the way I feel. I want to just stay myself in. As soon as I get a chance, I will. But I don't think I'll not have a chance for quite a few days now, so I'll be alright then.
Zoe is convinced that she needs to take her own life. Her hall houses all the women that are suffering from mental illness, are serious and persistent self-harmers, or are suicidal. Some women will go to extreme lengths to cut and to harm themselves.
It could be anything. It could be a strap off pyjama bottoms, it could be get curtains up and they use the tie backs off the curtains, they use the bin bags. It's basically anything they can get their hands on. It's amazing what you can come up with if you've got 24 hours a day to look for something. They can also come in with things banked meaning that they secrete the stuff inside themselves. So they can come in with bits of metal, they can come in with blades, they can come in with glass, they can use a TV glass and smash it and bank it for later. So even if we catch them on one occasion, they've always got something else for later.
Cornton Vale has a reputation, certainly with the tabloid media, that it's a place where suicides happen on a regular basis, where suicides are the fault of the people who work in the prison, and I think this is a very, very poor impression of what happens in Cornton Vale. I'm very proud of what the staff do here. Lots of the women here want to harm themselves. Thankfully not many of them, I think, want to kill themselves. However, sometimes self-harm episodes can obviously go to somebody dying.
There are no drugs coming into the remand hall. and many of the women have painful withdrawals, known as rattling. Teresa and her roommate Debbie are suffering.
I've not had any heroin for 2 days, so I'm feeling a bit rough. I'm supposed to have a visit with the Wayne tomorrow, but the drugs company, sorry, that's terrible saying that. But I've cancelled the visit with the Wayne. My main priority is drugs. You know, I know the Wayne's getting looked after, but the 3 Waynes are, so it's drugs in it. It's the number one. So you've got to look forward to in this child, really.
Teresa has serious contacts on the outside and decides to try and arrange a drugs parcel. She phones all the people she knows that might be prepared to risk bringing drugs in at her visit tonight.
I'll be on the phone after 7 then, right? Thanks very much, bye. She's going to take me into the nursery now.
Her perseverance pays off as 2 contacts agree to the drop-off.
Bye, bye. He's coming up to the visit tonight. Everything's supposedly going alright, so no fingers crossed or anything, you know what I mean? You're John. He's coming in to see you, Stephen's coming up to see me.
Yes.
He thought it was for 8 o'clock. I said, no, 7. I know.
6. Oh, I see you on the phone. He's going to make sure Bobby and Barry's picked up. That's it. Bobby Brown and Barry White. You know what I mean? I don't even mention their second names. That's my kit and my crack.
Aye, well, they're coming up tonight anyway. He's leaving at 5 o'clock.
They're leaving at 5?
Aye, they've
I've got it sorted, mate.
If everything goes alright tonight, touch wood. Know what I mean? I'll no need to cancel the visit with my Wayne. I can get to see my Wayne.
In the most privileged part of the jail, Lisa has decided to go on methadone to control her heroin cravings when she's released in a month's time.
I'm getting on my Methadone any day now. And that's the only way I think I'll stay clean.
What?
Is being on meth. Plus I'll be smashed. So, it's a cheap drug in the jail, innit? So, I just want to be on it to be out my face, really, to tell you the truth. To be truthful right now, but the doctor can't know that. Can't wait.
Apart from the methadone, Lisa also has something else to look forward to.
First visit since I've been in the jail. I've been in the jail 7 months and never had a visit. And it's just nice to get a visit with someone from outside, do you know what I mean? See my Valentine's card I got today.
At least I got the Valentine's card.
Right, see you later, right. No, I'm not going yet. I'm not going yet, baby. At least my pallet's coming. See me from Aberdeen. I'm gonna have a good visit. Because I had a visit since I've been here. I'm gonna have a nice visit. Mum.
She's all excited. I'm quite happy for her because she's not really had a visit, so I think it's about time that she spoke to somebody from the outside world and got a wee bit of normality back in her life because it has been a while. And it'll just be good to kind of see her coming back, being chuffed, being happy about something that's a wee bit more normal to us because it is quite hard when you get into a different routine in here. So we'll just have to hope that things go well for her. Hope that she's happy.
Lisa's visitor is a no-show.
I don't want to sit down here, man. It does my head in.
What's happened?
I don't know. Obviously, my visitor hadn't turned up, but I don't give a fuck 'cause it's not my boyfriend. It was just someone who was coming to visit me. So there you go. If it was my man that let me down, please believe me, I'd go nuts. I would kill him. Pissed off. I hate sitting down here. Do you see, if it was my boyfriend or what, I'd go nuts. 'Cause that's bad. Do you know, leaving someone sat here like a fucking idiot?
As she lives in England, Lisa's not expecting another visit during her last month inside. In the remand hall, the girls are still rattling, and there's been bad news.
The two cunts that were supposed to come up, they didn't get hold of them till the last minute there. They said they needed to get organised. They couldn't come up today, so I have to book it for Monday.
I was praying to the big game. Big game gave me a turn. Teresa,
what?
Let's go.
In an attempt to find relief from their withdrawals, the girls go to watch the evening queue for medicine, in case they can persuade some of the other inmates to help them out.
They go and watch for the candidates, innit? See who's the usual suspects for getting it. Talk to them in there, give me something.
The girls are also on the lookout for new inmates who often come in banking drugs inside themselves. Sometimes, new inmates can be persuaded to share.
Benji, come in then.
You're probably too wee for me to down anyway.
That's maybe in front of you.
They immediately spot a new girl who has a habit and reckon she's a potential saviour. With no drugs in the hall, this could be the best chance of success, even though the new girl is adamant she's not holding back.
Come on, not my mates' way. Wow, you just make coffee. Wow! Joke, mate, I'm joking. Yeah, shake my paw, shake my paw.
She was fucking wrecked to her box. She was lying under there this morning, and I thought she took a fit. But I'm like that to every cunt, she's took a fit next to her. And then I've not seen her all day. And then it was just at the Methadone the night I seen her. Her eyes were pure pinned. I was like, she's fucking got, man. So that's how we all get in about her there.
I says, well, sort out the troops. She says, oh, it was yesterday, I had it yesterday.
She's holding, man.
She's got.
She's got.
Well, and we're getting if she has.
She's got my cost in the back of the trousers, ready to go.
Come on, let's go. She's no shy, no she is. She'll be straight in there asking them if they've got any and she'll get it. You alright, babe?
The girls are convinced they've stumbled onto a gold mine, as long as they can maintain the pressure to share. Their women's intuition eventually pays off.
I know her.
She's a bit of toilet, get her.
She's a toilet, get out, watch this, swipe. Swipe. Swipe is coming out. Get your ball! Get the ball! Good come She's coming with an ounce. She's only got dust left. Yeah.
I'm on top of the world. Aye, what man? Rattling in my box.
My hair's roots. I didn't know that shoot. What's she doing?
Heart's gone 10 to the dozen.
Really?
Aye, man. Got to watch for them now, man, because they're all good at just firing in there and pulling them into rooms. So just watch for them, like, make sure she gets back to her own room, so that we're getting that one. You know, we'll protect her, we'll keep all the rest of them back for her. You know what I mean? You'll be alright. Come on, Mark.
Come on, hen.
Bye. Bye. Chasing the dragon obviously is when you're chasing it on the foil. But you've got to do the chase to get the fucking cat in the first place, to chase it in the foil, know what I mean? Obviously she's sitting with a lot more. So if she didn't put a bit in the wraps for each of us, man as well have just snatched out her on. It's jail life for you, innit? But she put a bit in the foil and then she put 4 wraps out. Gave us all a wrap each, you know what I mean? But we'll look after her, you know what I mean? Obviously we've got to put the pressure on for her to declare. But we'll get her things, no, but we'll look after her because you see the mess here. She's not get fucking toiletries or nothing, snout, all that shit, so we'll get her everything that she needs, you know what I mean?
After several months in the remand hall, waiting for her murder trial, Carol Ann is writing her first letter to her teenage son.
I'm charged with murder, and yes, unfortunately it did happen. But I didn't just go up to Billy and stab him. We were in a fight, and the third thing I grabbed for was a knife. It was self-defence, look. If I could turn back time, look, but I can't.
Carol Ann is accused of murdering her partner.
We were in the living room, he punched me. I got up to run in the kitchen and he pushed me against the wall and I turned round and he grabbed me by the throat. So he's flinging punches while he's holding me by the throat and I'm trying to block them. But I'm blind reaching at the same time. So the first time I got the kettle and I tried to hit him with it to get him off me. I missed him. And then it was two coffee jars. One coffee jar first, missed. The second one, tried again, missed. So the fourth thing I grabbed for was a knife and I've just went like that. I've stabbed him there. And I sliced the pulmonary artery and that's the artery going to his heart. And that was him. Nothing I could have done to bring him back or save his life, nothing. I'm gutted, I must admit I'm gutted. I'll just need to wait and see if I'm going to get the jail for it. Which, obviously there's a life gone, but it just wasn't meant.
Hearing reports of last night's drug activity in the remand hall, the prison have split up the main culprits by moving Debbie to another hall.
Try to say we were bullying Medi last night. Bullshit, man. No, I mean, you make a carry on, make a joke like that, know what I mean? But obviously the screws heard it and put a complaint in against us, so the supervisor spoke to us this morning, said that I'm here to stay, Debbie's away back earlier.
Saying she's trying to bully, Teresa's not a bully. She's not a bully. She'll ask people for things, she doesn't go up and intimidate them, she's fine. It's them. They're on top here. Every time she's in, they're on top here, it's a shame.
So just lie down and die.
We'll survive, we're survivors, we're fighters.
Debbie has now been separated from the other women and has no access to drugs.
Hard work. Just lethargic, no energy. Just about to lie in a bar, sore back. The beds don't help, do you know what I mean? Beds don't help. It's terrible, innit? You're fine for 2 days and then you're rough for 2 days and you're fine, and that's why you call it chasing a habit, innit?
Zoe has attacked one of the staff. She is furious that they're stopping her from taking her own life. The staff are left with no option other than to restrain her.
Right, so we're going to bring you up to your knees, okay? So I want you on the count of 3, I just want you simply to bring your knees up to your chest and go no further, do you understand? Right. 1, 2, 3. Bring your knees up to your chest. Okay, stay where you are. Okay? Right. What we're going to do is we're going to bring you up to your feet. Okay? Do you understand me? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Zoe's been quite a difficult person to manage. She's very young, she's very small, and when you see her you think that she wouldn't have the ability to be quite so destructive as she is occasionally, mainly to herself of course, but also sometimes to staff. And she has assaulted staff a number of times.
Oh, you fucking
When Zoe loses her temper, she thinks nothing through. She goes from 0 to 60 in about 1 second, and there's no reasoning with her, there's no rationalising with her. She just goes for it and that's it. But we know what Zoe's like, we know what's going to take place, so we start locking the block up.
I gave you an instruction, I'm locking up, okay?
It's important to get it under control, because if something's left to escalate, then the danger is that there's going to be a member of staff hurt, seriously hurt, or the prisoner's going to be seriously hurt.
On my count of 3.
There are strict restraint guidelines which the staff have to follow.
We're not there to inflict pain on a prisoner. But when we control a prisoner, if a prisoner is non-compliant, we will put as much pain as is necessary for them to comply. The pressure will be removed when they comply to our instructions. So we're thinking about her safety even if she's not thinking about her safety.
It takes over 20 minutes to restrain Zoe.
She clearly has had a difficult background. Life is difficult for Zoe, whether she's in custody or not. And I suppose she's a good example of the type of young woman that should be diverted from a prison setting, because I don't think that prison is doing Zoe any good at all.
Almost every one of the 400 inmates in Cornton Vale has a serious addiction issue. And many use drugs to self-medicate following a history of abuse.
I got abused when I was a young lassie, right up till I was 16. I never reported them to the police or anything. I was in care, in and out care all the days. I left Kellogg's Secure Unit and came straight to Cornton Vale. So, and then I've just been in and out every year ever since. Drugs blanks everything out, doesn't it? You've got to get money for your drugs, so then you start committing crime, you know what I mean? I just need to face up to my problems, really, you know what I mean? Start dealing with them as they come along, you know what I mean? And not putting them at the back of my head. And then maybe I will have the attitude to go out there and know when to use and that again. But I think I just need to sort it out my head first.
Lisa has started taking methadone, hoping to control her heroin cravings when she gets out. But the drug is having a big effect on her.
Don't know what it is, what's wrong with Jules. I'm a bit depressed today. I've been a bit depressed for a couple of days now, so I have.
I've been a little bit worried about Lisa especially, because she's just started on her methadone and she hasn't been well every afternoon. And I've been concerned that maybe she's even overdosing on the methadone. She's in a foul mood and every little thing, and she's getting angry about little tiny things, and I'm trying to protect her. Although she's a very strong character, I'm trying to protect her from the rest of the work party. She thinks she can cope with it all, but she's obviously having trouble, but she's not prepared to admit it.
You got a pair of gloves?
I've got some blue ones.
No, I'm not wearing them fucking horrible things. Fuck that.
As you can see just then, she's not right. She's very, very irritable. I might send her back to the block. Sometimes it's just the best thing for the rest of the work party, otherwise they're going to be fighting in here, and I don't want that.
I'm not picking no rubbish up that cliff, by the way.
Lisa, can you get the rubbish in the corner here?
Lisa is arguing with two other inmates in the garden work party.
Them two know how to gang up, that's all it is. But they can't gang up on me because I'm not scared, and you know I'm not.
And you are not meant to be smoking up here.
Sorry, I'm just not well, Andy.
No.
Andy, I'm not well today, and you know I'm not.
You were on report for smoking, and now you're smoking.
I'm sorry, I forgot all about it.
Lisa is skating on thin ice and may lose her job, her privileges, and be downgraded to the mainstream population.
She's in an absolute foul temper over here and causing a lot of problems in the work party, so I just told her to go and take some time out. She's obviously not right.
To stop her fighting, Lisa is sent back to her cell.
I had to come back to that fat slag. I'm gonna end up punching her in the fucking mouth. I am. Don't know if she thinks she is. Her and her fucking stupid midden girlfriend. They're always fucking sitting there cussing this person, cussing that person. They're both middens, man. Both tramps. One of them's a fucking beast that's been in for granny bashing grandmas before. You know what I mean?
Like, Lisa's doing the right thing and walking away because there's not worth taking a downgrade for.
I ain't scared of none of them. I'll fight them both. That's why I've come back, because he knows that. Andy knows that too. That's why exactly why I've come back. Fucking bams.
In the remand hall, Carol Ann is about to have her first meeting with her QC. She's hoping that he will have good news about what to expect.
I'm excited. Put it that way, I'm excited. But see if he says to me I can't get out on bail, I'm wanting bail and find out what's going to happen. I'll find out the night, hopefully. And if I'm going to get out on Tuesday.
After spending years inside, Teresa knows things don't always go your way.
I just feel as if she's setting her sights up for a big fucking heavy letdown. She's going to be pure gutted at the end of it, so she is. She's expecting to go out on bail, and it's not going to happen. She's saying she shouldn't have been here and all that. Of course she should, a life for a life. You know what I mean? Obviously circumstances and that. But she's still got to fucking do a bit of time for it, you know what I mean? She can't walk for a murder.
I just don't want to do for here. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's right for what I'm at. I mean, it was self-defence. 100% self-defence. So I'll just need to wait and see. Fingers crossed.
A week after starting her methadone course, Lisa has lost her job and has been put on Governor's report for smoking in the health centre.
193753. Lisa Marion. I look a bit rough because I don't feel too good today.
Smoking is only allowed in cells or during outside exercise time.
I was in the health centre where I noticed there was a strong smell of cigarette smoke. I proceeded to the waiting area where I saw prisoner Lisa Marriott drop a lit cigarette to the floor and exhale smoke from her mouth.
You didn't actually see the fag in my hand, Nicky. You seen the fag down on the floor between my legs. No smoke was coming. You never, honestly, the cigarette was not mine. I'm not lying. It wasn't my cigarette, honestly, it wasn't. It got thrown in between my legs on the floor. Honest to God, Nicky, I'm not lying, it was not my cigarette. The cigarette I was smoking in the yard was mine, but that wasn't my cigarette.
You saw Lisa drop a lit cigarette to the floor and exhale smoke from her mouth.
But it wasn't my cigarette. Honestly, it was not.
Nicky's quite clear that she saw you drop a lit cigarette. In my view, I'm going to find you guilty of the charge of smoking in an area of the prison where you're not permitted to do so. Okay? But I'm a bit concerned that I don't think there's any link between you being put on report and you losing your job.
I tried my hardest to work, and I feel like he sacked me just because of that atmosphere, and I don't think that's fair. I'm stuck in Peebles without a job, and I've never had a day off work.
You're always very pleasant. You're always.
I am pleasant, Staff. I am.
So what's gone wrong then?
Just getting a bit too much for me now, Governor, because I don't see my family. It's 7 months now, and he's getting a bit too much for me.
Lisa has been downgraded to the mainstream prison and has lost her job and privileges.
The fox blocked the back!
It's blocked! Fuck! Just pissed off, because I've been downgraded. 2 fucking slags, man. But never mind, I'm smashed off my meth, so my face. I'm out my head, so I am. Smashed last night, I was. Off methadone, it's smashing me, it's made me out my head. So.
Why don't you stop taking it?
Huh?
Why don't you stop taking it?
No, I like it. It'll keep me clean off the drugs, so it will. It will.
Lisa is still using methadone, and it is still having a big effect. Methadone is an opiate substitute, which is prescribed as a way of replacing heroin. Methadone can present several side effects, including drowsiness, itching, and it can also be highly addictive. There are over 120 women using methadone to control their heroin addiction in Cornton Vale.
We can give them the tools to help them to give up. Obviously, we can give them things like methadone, which will hopefully stabilise their drug use and allow them to reduce that over time, although that can be a very long process. There are issues about, well, does that just not making them addicted to another drug instead of heroin? But clearly it's something that we promote, that it's better that we and the offender can control their drug use rather than just be chaotic and just about take anything that they can get their hands on.
Lisa needs to get stable and used to the effects of the drug before she's released in 3 weeks' time.
Straight away. Methadone makes me itch so much.
Carol Ann is back from seeing her QC.
Oh, she's great.
See, she's told you, fucking knew.
She's had her heat getting out the door and she's not getting it.
I told her, she'd get her head out the clouds. 6 years and that.
It isn't up to, but we went, it's up to the judge.
Lynette! Don't get near the new hen. She's greeting then. She's been to see a lawyer.
I'll see her then.
I knew that, man. I fucking knew she was going to get be gutted, man. It's her first time in the jail and she thinks she knows everything. And she knows fuck all, man. And I'm sick of telling her, stop building your hopes up. You're going to fucking come here for a big bang, man. And that's what's happened, innit? I'm going to go in and see her. 2 minutes out, Alien.
Carol Ann has been advised to expect a lengthy sentence. There's a new arrival in the young offenders. After months of counselling and new medication, Zoe has been moved from the care unit and taken off suicide watch.
When I was at school, when I was about 13, everything just went completely wrong. It was drinking and taking drugs and that because I was sexually abused and raped. And then I just started drinking and that just to block it out. And then I started cutting because that wasn't helping. And then just tie something in my neck, but I've stopped all that now.
Zoe seems to be settling in well. The counselling is giving her a new way of dealing with the memories of her abuse.
If I do something to myself, bleeding and roasting that means that I've let the other folk win, again, what happened to me in my past. Everyone thinks I'm doing really well in that, just coming up here and doing my time.
Having spent most of her sentence in isolation, Zoe is now making good friends.
I need to look after her Zoe because she's not very good. Nah, keep an eye on her. She's the weakest in here, so. She's fragile. It's like, I don't know, you didn't want to say anything in case she takes it the wrong way. She's just, I like her, but she's a nice wee lassie.
It's good talking to folk my own age and everything.
Lisa is still on methadone, but with 2 weeks to go before she's released, her mood is lifting.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I've lost weight as well. Everyone's up. Getting awfully thin because of methadone. But it's making me more livelier now, don't you think? More livelier on it, aren't I, than what I was before? Because before I was smash one.
Because you're working on that now as well.
Aye.
You're not got to sleep all the time.
She's also landed a new job as a cleaner.
Whoa. Yeah, oh my God, she can use it!
Watch it fly, baby.
No, didn't we, sir?
See, the can't use it.
That was your fault.
Lisa, you mad cunt.
Lisa's move to methadone to control her heroin addiction looks as if it's working.
You see, when you get out, you just know that you get your methadone script every day, so you don't really have to chase the heroin, do you know what I mean? So it's quite alright actually. It is a good programme in here what they actually put you on. So, but I think I'll be alright on the methadone. I think I'll get through on it.
Methadone is prescribed on a daily basis, so Lisa needs to find housing and decide where to base herself.
Basically, when I get out, I'll start again. It's going to be hard for me, I'm not going to lie to you. It's really going to be hard. It's going to really be hurtful for me because I've got to start getting from fresh, do you know what I mean? And the rules I'm under as well. Plus I've got to stay drug-free. So it's a lot to cope with, you know. And I just hope I don't break and start going back out to prostitution again because I don't want to do that, you know, because I was prostitution before I come in the prison and I really don't want to go back out to that again, you know.
Carol Ann's trial is approaching, and the severity of her situation is now beginning to register.
I know what happened, it was me that done it, so obviously I've got to expect time. But what I've always says is, I don't want to be doing 7 year or 6 year. I'll just need to wait and see. But I'm just worrying about walking out there and Billy's not there anymore. I'm saying that and it doesn't feel real now. But when I walk out the gate, he's just not going to be there. So that's the bit that I'm dreading.
For Carol, I think she's going to find it hard. She regrets it, know what I mean, obviously, because it's her man, fuck's sake. She wishes it never happened, but the way she said it to me, it was either her or him. See, every partner she's had has been physical abusive towards her, and she's been the same towards him. She went to her sister's after she done it, asked her sister to help her. No, know what I mean, obviously no way to get involved. Fuck, I wouldn't want to get involved in a murder. Fuck, been there and didn't want to get involved. No, fuck, no, she ran away. She went to Aberdeen 2 weeks.
Left him there?
Aye. Yep.
Even if anonymously she'd phoned for some emergency services, that maybe I went for her, that she was just feared to hold herself in. But running away from the crime scene, that's a few years itself.
I know. She's going to be devastated when that fucking lord hammers her, man.
The isolation cells in the care unit are never empty for long.
I'm not going later.
Zoe is back. After just 3 weeks, Zoe has been removed from the young offenders block for attacking a member of staff.
Came to the door and she said, next person that comes in here, I believe they were getting either something thrown over them or hit with something. So the staff would have then went and kitted up, which means put on protective clothing. So a 3-person team went in, got Zoe, put her in locks and removed her down to our management suite. Well, she's got the face of an angel, but she's got the temper of a devil. She's just, when Zoe gets an idea or something in her head, she'll take it to its kind of fullest conclusion. She'll no back down, even though she knows what she's doing is wrong. She'll no back down.
What happened? It all just happened fast. I jumped again. I got kitted in here.
It really is a roller coaster with Zoe. I mean, I know it sounds twee, but you get a period of behaviour out here, maybe a month or 2 months, and that's it. She'll always go back to square one.
Something went wrong, and if you like, she's gone back down the snake again. She's been up a ladder, she's back down the snake into Ross, and she's needing that extra care again. And it's really sad to see that happen. It's really difficult for us, and certainly the staff in Ross in particular, to try and move her on again.
Despite making a huge amount of progress, Zoe still has a long way to go. Lisa is at the end of her 9 months inside. She's out tomorrow and is anxious about leaving the security of Cornton Vale and her friends.
Pissed off, man. You know what I mean? I'm a bit worried about getting out because I'm going to miss Charlene so much. Here's a kiss and a hug.
Oh. My best pal.
I love you so much.
I'll miss you, Hannah's.
This is when I get annoyed and mad, I start writing, man. I'm very shaken up about getting out, very.
I hope she gets out and goes straight and sees her mum, but I think she'll go to her boyfriend's bit. But her mum's really no well, and I would really hope that she went to her mum's and seen her mum and her family instead of go to her boyfriend's, because her boyfriend hasn't really been in touch with her that before she gets out.
After turning down a hostel, Lisa is heading for Wolverhampton with a lib grant of £62.
they give him £62 to live on. I think it's bang out of order, do you know what I mean? They give me forms and that to fill out for the social, but I don't think, you know, a couple of weeks that's going to take. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to live on £62. I ain't even got no clothing, you know? The clothing I've got don't fit me. So basically, I've got nothing. That's the only bad thing about jail. They should help you when you come out. They should help you with, you see you getting out of the prison when you put a lot of weight on, you've got no clothing to go out to. You know, that's where more help in this prison you need. In English jail, you get a lot more help in what you do in this jail. You see, with your clothing grants and that, this jail's pissed when it comes to that. They don't want to help you with fuck all. And I've got to get out of here with £62. I'm fucking pissed off with it. I am.
Lisa is heading back down a familiar road.
Fuck 'em, I'll just go out there and dip a punter. Simple. Do what I'm fucking good at. Dipping money. That's what I'm good at. I'll do it. So well. Fuck the system, man. Fuck it.
It's the morning of Carol Ann's trial for culpable homicide. She's now forcing herself to expect the worst.
I'm going to expect 7 years, that's what I need to keep, 7 years. And if they give me anything less, they give me less, but I'll be expecting 7. So I will. It's not as bad in here as what people think. It's livable to be here, but being away from the Waynes, my family, my sisters, it's not a good feeling. And of course Billy's family, I'm thinking of them the day as well. So no, it's not a very good feeling. I'm worried. I mean, my stomach's going like a washing machine, but I can't predict what's going to happen. It's not dawned on me yet what's happened, so it'll only at one point.
Back in the hall, Teresa has been accused of getting a drugs pass during last night's visit. Officers are convinced that a pass took place after an old cellmate of Teresa's came to visit. Teresa is denying she was getting a pass.
Nobody caught us did nothing, you know what I mean? They fucking never seen nothing, not a thing.
The staff are sure they are right.
Just before they kiss with each other, she's looked to her right, okay, where a member of staff is actually sat. She's then looked to her left, slightly forward, where a member of staff sat as well. So she now knows where 2 staff are. She's then, on a pre-arranged signal, they've got up to kiss. Now this particular girl is married, with a child, so why is she having an open-mouthed kiss with a young girl inside a visit room? To me, it smells of a plan to bring drugs in. At the end of the incident there, when she sat down, why did she open her mouth straight away? She's done it before, she knows the score. These girls are very, very fast and very, very quick. It's in, down and away.
I turned around and like that. Just because I'm married doesn't mean to say that you can't have an affair, you know what I mean? And I shouldn't have opened my mouth, man. Basically, I stuck myself in with saying, I'll kiss whoever I want, basically, you know what I mean? And fucking, but they were waiting for her. You know what I mean? They knew that it was going to be happening. So, it's my fault as well.
We're looking for as well when the actual visitor does this, because a lot of them can actually hold a package in the back of their throat, look down inside it, you see nothing at all, back of their throat, and they kind of force it up and bring the package up and then actually pass it. So I'm just waiting to see if I can see a stretch of her neck as well to see if she's trying to get it out, force it out. On this occasion, there's nothing in her hands. I can only come to the conclusion that it's actually in her mouth this particular time. You definitely seen a gulp going forward, definitely. There's a gulp there. Yeah. There's a gulp there. You see it, it's like that.
The staff have put Teresa on closed visits, which take place behind a sheet of glass, and which means she won't really be able to have contact with her youngest son.
The when Milne come in himself to see me, man, he'll be so upset because he doesn't know me. They're supposed to be trying to bring families together, aren't they? A bond, you know what I mean? I can't bond with my Wayne doesn't know me. So he needs his granny or somebody there that knows him, you know what I mean, so that he'll start getting used to me. And you can't do that in a closed visit, fuck's sake. No. But you don't need visit rooms to get drugs in, man. Fuck's sake, there's a big fence. Isn't it, man?
I know.
Fuck, it's crazy, man.
Carol Ann is back from court.
What's your name?
Caroline Stewart.
Do you understand what happened to court today, Carol?
Yes.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
No.
Just have a seat now.
Thank you.
She was right to expect the worst.
Oh God, it was just a horrible, horrible day. Horrible day. His family was in the court and his family brought a letter into the judge. So they had seen how much they were still missing him, so I had to sit and listen to that as well. But it's a shame for them, it is. A sad day for everybody. It just hits home what you're actually here for. Because it's easy, no easy, but it's easier in here to forget what you're in for. Till you come up to the court case and then you go, it's like a big, that's when it hits you, I think. It's definitely hurt me the day, I can feel it the day.
Carol Ann has been sentenced to 6.5 years. Next time on Girls Behind Bars. Teresa faces being sentenced for 7 years at her trial.
That's harsh, very harsh. That's offending her own drug habit, really.
I'm not gutted.
Debbie decides to turn over a new leaf.
I'm straight and it's brilliant and I love it. As soon as a bit of kit comes her way, she'll take it. Please believe me. I know Debbie, fuck.
And 2 of the young offenders are released back into their communities.
She looked right into my face and done that. Slash. There. And I just done that. They slashed me. She's done, what? Do you want a fucking game? They say, oh, well, I've got really good stuff, blah, blah. And it's just making sure that you can say no then. Because if I take it that once, I'll go back to it. This time I'll lose all my family and everything. I'll not have nobody.